Hey guys, what's up? So I had this problem. I finally got a really great guitar, which is an Ibanez Roadstar 530 uh, Roadstar 2. Right, so pretty excited. I was as I was setting it up, I accidentally broke one of these stupid uh, Teenut connectors or connections or whatever. So I did end up breaking one of these, which is right here. So I just ended up super gluing it, which I'm not sure. Uh, I'm not sure what if that's gonna work or not. So I've really been kind of panicking since uh, since I broke it after setting it up yesterday, or attempting to set up. And I've been looking like pretty much all day for this little piece right here, which is if it's not sold out, it's like extremely hard to get. And I'm pretty sure if one or two or a set comes onto the market, it's gonna be over like 50 bucks, or probably like 50-60 bucks for these little detents, just because it's a 1984, a Pro Rock'r bridge, which these are the saddles for, right? Which, damn, people are just selling individually this little thing for like 50 to 60, $100 just for one little saddle. But I was really excited for me getting the way I got the guitar. So as I was setting it up, the only thing I think the guitar needs is a new bridge, but not a bridge, a new nut, which I already ordered, which will be here on Friday. But so meanwhile, I've been trying to figure out how am I going to replace this little detent that I broke. And so I went to Ace's Hardware. So these are the original screws. This is a screw for the bridge, which I ended up stripping one of the nuts. So it was like extremely hard to get removing. So that's why I purchased these replacements. So these replacements up here are for the bridge, which fits actually really perfect. But it's not a cross, it's actually these, oh, that's a cross, but these are actually like metric or something. And I took my time as I was picking out these screws. So I just wanted backups as well. So, these little detents right here, because people are selling this little screw right here for like $15-20 for a little screw that costs 22 cents. So that's ridiculous. So these are going to be M3s. So all these screws are M3s, M3 screws, right? So in case you want to know, or if you want to attempt to fix this bridge right here, these are all M3 screws. So I got a various of sizes, right? These right here hold this bracket in place when this is assembled, right? They hold this bracket in place when this is assembled. So I decided to grab a few replacements just in case, there's ever a loss or something. This screw here is for the nut on the guitar. This is for the actual nut, the guitar nut. The triple the little locking nut mechanism, I just took one out and wanted to get a replacement, which I think is this one. So wanted to get a nut. So now I have spare nut screws, because again, people are ridiculous on those. Okay, cool. And then, so the reason I got these longer ones is to attempt to recreate this bridge part, but without having this screw on it, because I need to either make something like this, right? Like this screw right here, or I could try to replicate that, but instead of I won't be able to adjust the saddle moving back and forth. So that's the only thing that's going to prevent. I did order some. They're called M3 blocks, M36. They're 6-sided adjustable screws or something like that, which might almost replicate this, but I haven't received those yet. That's actually going to probably be like 20 days before I get these. But you know, I wanted to attempt to see if this would work. So let me kind of like hook it up and see if it's possible, which I won't be able to do. Just give me a quick minute and you'll probably see the cut. But these are all the things, and I'll show you why I use these right now, why I got these and some longer ones. So again, our size for the detent is this, which I got a few extensions because we're going to see which one fits onto the bracket. All right, so we'll see right now. All right, so I wanted to check out, you know, so this is, I wanted just to assemble it before I even put this back plate together again. So this is how it's going to come out. So it did work. What I was thinking actually did work. So these nuts actually came through. I'm glad I got a few of them, you know, in case this I end up breaking more saddles. So this is what I mean. This is right here is the Teenut screw. Oh, I'm sorry. This right here is the Teenut screw, right, with this back plate. The thing with these, it's that, you know, they're very expensive if you could even find them, because they're no longer made, right? I was trying to maybe do like a little L-shaped valve that, you know, like a furniture L shape type of screw or something like that, but the ones I needed are too big for what I need this for, right? So my attempt was to pretty much, this controls the intonation, right, which everybody, you know, kind of sets it up. This is kind of the furthest one back, and then the next saddle's a little bit forward, the third saddle's like the furthest up, and then like small little intonations, right? But I'm not going to be so anal about intonation because this is going to be a set block, right? So I'm going to actually not use the whammy bar, and I'm going to like set it like a fixed block, right? So a fixed bridge. So I do not want to use the whammy on this. I just really like the way the guitar looks, so this is going to be a set bridge. But you know, these parts are extremely expensive, so this is what I wanted to test, and it actually worked. And so here it is. So this is what I kind of meant, right? So here's the screw, and it's actually going to be this screw here, right? So it's not going to be the longest one, because I think I got a 16 and then the 12, so I think this might be the 12, the one that worked. So this is an M312. This one's the one that worked. This one was a little bit too long, but I just got these anyways, just in case, you know. But so the M312 is the one that worked. So it could be not as long, as you guys could see here, right? Because the M3, the 16 would actually stick out above here, and I didn't want it to stick out. But this is what you guys see for the Pro Rock'r, right? So this is the Pro Rock'r fix. So we don't have to, you know, spend so much money. And if, you know, depending on how high you put your block at, you know, like, you might not be able to take this out. So to take the screw out in case you need to adjust it, so this will stay locked in place. You know, it's about 1/4 of an inch thick, which is exactly where the brackets go, if you guys see, because the difference between this is kind of like a T block. right? So I did some research yesterday, and I was just trying to figure out, doing the math or the measurements, and making sure that this would actually work. And I spent an hour at Aces Hardware and picking out some parts and stuff, which is just these three original. These are the original, right? This is for this. This one is for this. This one's for the nut, the actual like locking nut. But that's great because I bought a bunch of these and I bought a bunch of those screws. So in case I ever break any of these anymore, I'll have replacements, or not replacements 100%, but I think it will work. And yeah, so just kind of want to show you guys what I did to the Pro Rock'r, Ibanez bridge. And you see now I have a saddle on it. So that's the saddle side that broke, and it looks good. It's actually tight all the way. It's not gonna budge. It's really solid on there. So there you go. So I thought I'd share this with the Ibanez community and figure out what a fix is, you know, because parts are getting too expensive out there and really hard to find. But there you go. Alright, so I'm starting to I'm gonna start putting the saddles back on to the Pro Rock bridge. You see this is now placed into, right, as you guys can see, there's my replacement nut or replacement screw that I had stripped for the other one. It fits flush, so no issues when I put back the saddles. I just want to make a comment, and this screw specifically that holds these little brackets, right, that we don't have a bracket on the last one because we're going to use that nut. These screws are the originals, right, are the original screws for these. I did get backups, but I'm not going to use them until either I lose an original screw or, you know, don't have the backups for it. So I'm going to use all the original screws for the bridge, except for the last saddle, right? The last saddle over here, I'm going to use this size screw, which is, I think it's a 10. If not a 10, it's going to be a 12. These are M3 screws, which is the same size head and everything as these here. I just wanted to show you because you might get it confused or not. You know, these are the same size. It's just a longer thread, which is going to go down and hold it here, right? So it's going to hold it. The thread just needs to be longer. So I'll see that. I'll show you guys right now when it's done. But just wanted to share that comment that was in my head as I assembled this setup again. All right. So this is the rest of the setting up the saddles. So it worked. I'm fucking extremely happy that this worked. You can't even tell that there is anything different from the setup unless you look like at the back. You're gonna see that it's gonna be missing the screw, and that's just gonna be the forward adjustment screw, right? That which moves the saddle back and forth. So if you guys are familiar with setups and stuff like that, that's, you know, gonna be kind of there. You know, and if you want to adjust the saddle, let me see if I could try to focus this a little bit. You're just gonna need to adjust this screw here. But sorry about that. Okay, but let me see if I could get a focus on here. So you can loosen the screw and then adjust the saddle, but just don't take the screw off or the saddle will fall off, right? So you can tighten and adjust it, but that's going to be your new adjusting for the saddle, right? And then once you tighten it and match it up, there you go. And so this is the fix. So you could still adjust your saddle and an intonation and everything like that, but that's gonna solve the problem. And that's about a quarter inch, and that is just to catch the sides. If you guys see the sides of the screw, that just prevents that from popping out, right? So that's gonna be the fix. And yeah, that's how I fixed my Pro Rock'r bridge. When I get the other parts that I mentioned earlier in the video, which are these little like 6-side blocks, I'll probably try to make another Teenut, but this is going to be the fix for the Teenut for now, right? So this holds the saddle in place. That's not going anywhere because it's actually very tight, and that's the only drawback, right? So make sure I don't fucking break these, or else we're gonna have to recreate this mechanism here first. So just tighten that to lock that in place to match the other saddles, but that's gonna be it. And I got more, so I got my backups just in case you know, that fucking breaks again, you know. And I am just saving these screws here, but there's no need for them anymore since it's just tightened from the back, from the bottom, right? These are not a quarter inch, I believe it's a quarter inch, but I don't have my tape measure in here. I don't know where I put it, so I don't want to go into looking for that. But I'm super glad that this fix worked. You know, just wanted to show you guys what was up with it. And yeah, so there's the fix for the Pro Rock. I'll probably just show one more minute of the video. It's probably going to be the guitar finished and set up, but yeah, so that's going to be my fix. You can't even tell, which people won't even be able to tell unless, you know, they get anal and take the bridge off and stuff like that. But you know, it's going to be my guitar, and I'm probably going to have it for a really long time. So just wanted to show you guys how to fix this Pro Rock'r bridge setup. But yeah, sounds good. Peace out. Hey guys, so this is the Roadstar, and as you guys can see here, the Pro Rock'r bridge from Ibanez. Show you guys close up. Hopefully you guys can see that. You can't even tell that there was a broken nut, right? And then actually, while I was setting it up, I ended up breaking another one. I was adjusting the saddle height, and I actually ended up breaking another one while during this whole thing. So again, I replaced it with that same screw, the little nut, quarter-inch nut behind it. I didn't have to take it apart, but I did have some cards because there's a spacing in the back area, but instead of a wood block, because I have a fixed bridge, I put a deck of like throwaway like Magic the Gathering cards, just so I could fix the block and I could gauge the thickness, right? So this is like fixed and stuff, so I did have to take the cards out and then kind of like fiddle it in with the screw. But the first two saddles up here have that nut for the Teenut instead of the replacement that I showed you guys earlier in this video. I just finished intonating it, and it sounds amazing. So that's gonna be it for the video. Thank you guys for watching. I really love this guitar. I think I just made it my go-to guitar now. It does have some damage. I don't know if you guys could tell in the back, like some dents and stuff, but I did just get it. The more I fiddle with it, the more I'm falling in love with it. It was just really annoying trying to fix this saddle thing or that little Teenut, right? And then this is the locking nuts that I told you about earlier. I did replace one of these, which I showed you in the video earlier. That's pretty much it, guys. I just wanted to show you how to fix or kind of repair this Pro Rock'r bridge, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm glad to add this one to the collection. It's gonna go up on the wall behind me. But yeah, here you go, the Ibanez RS Roadstar 530. Well, RS stands for Roadstar, but fixed it. Sounding crazy and amazing.